What's going on, my fellow dongs, and welcome to another kind of tier list video. Today, we're going to be ranking the Smash Bros. DLC fighters. Now that we got Byleth in the roster and there's only 6 fighters left, the time I'm recording this is actually the last Fighters Pass that we're getting. So, you never know what's going to be coming until they've been, leaked or something, even though Byleth was never leaked. So, yeah, I guess it's only third parties that can get leaked. And some of the characters have been obviously unpredictable in a way, and some of them have been interesting choices that nobody expected. So I'm gonna make a tier list based on some fighters, not everybody in the roster. So I'm gonna start off with my most wanted character, Geno. Going into S tier. Geno had a Mii costume in Smash 4, and he's a Spirit Ultimate, yes, but we don't know the whole Spirits thing, and his Mii costume is still missing, and it's been a whole year. Do you think Square... I don't think Square is the reason they're not putting that Mii costume in, because obviously Nintendo can use Geno either way. If they bring up back the costume, I'll be upset, but I'm just going to say Geno will be in the roster, because he's been a highly requested character since Brawl, and such as characters like Ridley, K. Rool, and Banjo, so... regardless, I think he's going to be in. Excuse me. Next up we have is Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot has always been a character that's been talked about a lot, and I'm going to put him in S tier as well. I feel like there's a chance that it's probably going to happen because he's been another character that people talk about. And after the same trilogy to come into Switch and Crash Team Racing Nitro Field, and the game we don't talk about, I feel like Crash could have a good chance of being in the roster. And it will be a good Sony rep, so why not? Now, I guess I'll also bring up Spyro, though, although he seems a little unlikely because, well, his games are great. I feel like his moveset wouldn't be as interesting as the others. So, what the heck? Let's just put Spyro in A tier, just to give him a little bit of a shot. Either is fine, to be honest. I guess I'll also go ahead and talk about first party. Since we have Byleth in the roster, I'm going to go ahead and predict Bandana D. This is a character that's been requested for a while now, and people don't understand why he's been requested. So... I'll give him respect by putting him in A tier. So yeah. Alright, I guess I'll also bring up Paper Mario, because Paper Mario is my out of the my wild card character to be in the game, and I know it's probably never gonna happen because we have 3 Marios in the game. So I don't know, but I'll put him in C tier though, for sure. If Byleth got in the roster, I think we're gonna see a Gen 8 representation. I'll put any Pokemon Gen 8. It could be any of them, but this is an easy S tier for sure. And we're gonna and I guess I'll also predict Steve. Now, some people don't think this is now Minecraft is one of the best-selling games ever, and it would make sense to put him in the roster. Unfortunately, I feel like he's just gonna be a Mii costume after Banjo got in, but let's just put him in B tier just to give him a little bit of a chance. Next up, we have is Lara Croft. I've never played Tomb Raider before, but she's been talked about a lot, honestly, and it would be an interesting character to see in the roster. Although guns have always been kind of hard to be in Smash, although we have Joker and Bayo in the game, so I don't know. I'll put her at C, though, but I'm not sure if she has a chance, to be honest. The next up, a character that nobody likes, Tracer from Overwatch. I know people think this is a meme game, but... You can make a good, interesting moveset for Tracer, right? And if Smash is celebrating, video games in general, it wouldn't make sense to not represent Overwatch, at least in some rights. So, what the heck? Let's just put him in B tier. Whatever. I never really play Overwatch. Next up is Yooka-Laylee. Yeah, I know, kind of shocking, but look, we already have Banjo in the game, so this is probably not going to happen, but. I guess I'll give them a chance if they even get referenced in Smash, so I'll just put them at D tier. I'm going all in. The Ring Fit Adventure guy or girl is going to be in the roster. C. Watch this actually happen, I swear to God. It's going to be a whole Byleth thing all over again. Alright, next up is Rayman. He's been another character that people want Smash, and he fits perfectly in Smash. I think everybody remembered that Smash 4 leak that happened, so maybe we can make a reality this time. Let's put him in B tier. Next up, Waluigi. Again, they could do something actually, but again, I would be happy if he was DLC, so I'll give him a shot. Now, I know he's a meme, and sure, but come on. We need all the 4 brothers in the game when Wario and Waluigi aren't even brothers. Anyway, Next up, we'll talk about is Phoenix Wright. Now, I never played Ace Authority before, but people have been talking about Phoenix Wright. Some people don't. And knowing that has a bit of reference in Smash, it would make sense for a Capcom rep. And we don't even have another one in the game, so you never know. I wasn't sure where to put him. I'll put him at B at least. Next up is Lloyd, and Lloyd has been another character that people have been requesting for a while. He had a Mii costume in Smash 4, and it's not an ultimate, so let's put Lloyd in A tier. Next up is Ari from Puyo Puyo. I've gotten a little bit into the series at this rate, so maybe seeing Ari as a character could be pretty cool, actually. Although she doesn't do anything, but obviously since we have characters like Duck Hunt in the game, she could get a custom moveset. Although Rosalia does that too. But either way, I'll put her at A tier. Next up is Travis from Travis Touchdown. Now, I never played this game before, but I think we're probably going to see this character in the game if we're going to get a character recently, a game recently released, or however you say that. So, S. Sorry, guys. Next up is 2B. Now, after Bayo got in, do I think I see a chance for 2B? Sure, they could change the design or whatever, but she can't, but she kills robots. Does she? Or something? Whatever. C tier. Alright, Sora. I know people don't want him, and I kind of don't, but since he's popular all over the world, and the main problem with putting Sora in the Smash Bros. And have it, it's just Disney. So, I'm going to put Sora in B, or actually, I'll put him in B, I guess. Might be a little too high, but whatever. Alright, now this might be a somewhat random pick, but Conker. I know this could be cool to see Conker in the game. Could be a rare reunion, for real, but do I see Conker having a chance to even come back? I don't even think so, so let's put him in D. Next up we have is a weird retro character, Frogger. Definitely not going to happen, sorry. He's a meme, kind of, but I don't know. I can't really see him being in the game. Next up we have is Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Now, Scorpion, I know it's banned in Japan or whatever, but I think it could be a interesting character to see in the roster. So let's put Scorpion in C at least, but again, I don't know how likely this is. I guess I'll also talk about Porky from Earthbound or whatever and while Porky doesn't have a spirit in the game, maybe we could actually see him as a character. I'm just gonna say right now, Porky's gonna be in the game. Next up we have is Master Chief from Halo, and I feel like this one could be a whole Cloud situation of not him being on the Nintendo console, and just because we got Cloud recently, I think he could be in the roster. But again, since we have Banjo in the game, it could be between Steve or Master Chief if we would get another Microsoft. So I'm just gonna put him in B. Next up is Dante from Devil May Cry. I never played this series, and I see people talk about Dante a lot, and people thought it was going to happen last month, so hey, maybe we could see it happening. This might be a little too high, but I'm putting him at A. Next up is Shantae from her game Shantae, or her whatever. I never played the games yet, but I know people talk about her as a nice indie rep. She has a nice design, has great games, and she would be perfect. Although Shovel Knight's an assist trophy, would it make sense for her to join the roster before a very popular indie game Shovel Knight? I don't know, but let's put her in B tier. And now is my another wild card prediction that I don't think will happen, but I think it will be a biggest surprise we've seen in a while. Hat Kid from A Hat in Time. I'll put her at A tier. I'm going all in because it would be a surprise character, like knowing that they add characters nobody would expect. I think Hat Kid makes sense, but again, it could just be a Mii costume with some music. But hey, you never know. Anything could happen. Next up is Doom Guy. Now, after that one thing, that one statement like a month ago about him being in Smash Bros. Being another. Now, this is another Snake situation of him if they wanted to make Doom Guy a character. But after hearing that announcement, I'm not sure if he stands a chance now, so I'll put him at D, because we don't want to see Luigi get teared up. Anyway, alright, Chibi Robo. He's gonna have a sad fate going into F tier. After Ziplash, he's basically done. Sorry, guys. Next up is, Chrono Trigger. I think this could be a very surprising fighter to be in the roster, but knowing that Chrono Trigger has not really been relevant-ish in a while, I don't think he has much of a chance. But after what Sakurai said about not being recognizable, the character has to be fun. So I guess I'll give him a little respect. All right. I guess I'll also talk about other first parties. Captain Toad. I know this one will probably not happen, but as much as I want this to happen, Toad hasn't been getting any requests, so I'll put him at D, unfortunately. And next up is Dixie Kong. She hasn't been around anymore after Tropical Freeze, so maybe we could see her in the roster, but I don't know if the whole Spirit thing's really to confirm anything, so C tier. Alright, and one last character that is an... Well, actually, we still have a few. Alright, this one already an F. Don't need to explain. Next up is Klonoa from his game. Now, I never played Klonoa his games before, and I noticed that the last game was... don't need to say anything. So, he would definitely be a dream character for everybody, and still, but I don't know if I see this one happening, honestly. And now we got Heavy from Team Fortress 2. Now, bullets have always been somewhat hard to really put in Smash without little kids being, you know what. But after Joker being in the roster and so is Bayo, I don't really know if I see Heavy as a chance. So, F. And that's all the characters I'm going to talk about. Any of these characters can happen, honestly, but you never know what can happen. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what characters you want in the comments below. Later, folks.